turned up like my cup till the Father turn up. Fill my cup, living agua.
Well, Royal Priesthood was founded in 2001. It was me and my brother, Sheryl, goes by Scud's Nation. He got his first keyboard and we went up making beats and whatever. And then we just kind of just started flowing. And from then on, you know, we've been just kind of doing music, producing music, writing music. And later on, we brought on my wife, Melissa Finley, also known as Nova. She just kind of topped us off. It was almost like the missing piece of the puzzle. We were actually named by our mother. You know, she was like, well, I think you ought to be called Royal Priesthood. And so we actually go by Royal Priesthood Music Group. But the scripture that comes from is 1 Peter 2:9, where it talks about that, you know, we're a chosen nation, a peculiar people pulled out of the darkness into God's marvelous light.
Well, I'm Nova, Melissa Finley, and I love to sing. I remember growing up always sitting in the hallways because it echoes so much and just singing whatever came to my mind. You know, when I got older, I would go on my back porch and just sing because it echoed out there, and I would pretend that I was singing to God. I started writing songs around the age of, I think maybe 12, writing a complete song and then playing it on the piano. And when I got older, I ran into my husband at the time. He was a good friend of the family, and he introduced me to Royal Priesthood.
I don't belong here. Yeah, I don't belong here.
Well, I'm Gregory Finley Jr. My stage name is Pap Star. I got my nickname Pap from, you know, just having thick glasses in middle school, and you know, so they call me like Pappy, you know, so they'll call me Pap. And you know, so I just kind of incorporated that, you know, into my stage name, Pap Star, but more so as a shining light, a beacon, you know, for the gospel, just a beacon, you know, for God, and just a light in the darkness. You know, I write, you know, I produce, I play guitar. You know, I've been writing since I was in the 3rd grade. I actually wrote a poem in 3rd grade that was published in the Mobile Press Register. So I knew then that I had a talent in writing. And from then on, it developed into poetry, to songs to rap. You know, I was influenced by the culture that I was in, which was hip-hop music. And the hip-hop culture, I was influenced by that, but I definitely wanted to have a more positive message than what, you know, what we hear on the mainstream music today. Now I'm going to talk about the other member in the group, which is Marcus Finley, also known as Scud's Nation. I'll tell you a little bit about his background by being his older brother. He was 3 years old, he was playing drums. And he caught on real quick, was playing drums. From then, I mean, he advanced in music. He's a successful drummer now. He also plays keyboard. He plays saxophone in band, played tuba in band, he played snare drum in band. And pretty much any instrument he gets his hand on, he can pretty much master it. That's just the kind of guy he is.
You a superstar.
He produces all the music, pretty well, most of the music, you know, and we try to help out with him, but he's pretty much the leader. You know, if he says, hey, we're not going to use that, then we pretty much kind of listen to him, because he really has the ear for it. But Marcus, he's real, I want to say just picky, you know. Not in a bad way, but he knows what's right, he knows how he wants it, he knows how it's supposed to sound, and he's going to do what it takes to get it there. He's going to practice as long as he needs to. You know, if we got to practice a little bit longer than what we feel like we need to practice, he's gonna be the one to say, hey, we need to go back over that. That's not right. Or, you know, those lyrics need to be tweaked out some. Or, you know, he really has a great ear for that type. You know, so he kind of brings that, you know, that no nonsense to the table.
Turned up like my cup to the Father. Turn up, fill my cup, living agua, living agua. I understand that the swag's awkward. It's awkward, I am not from this world. Flying salsa, Jesus Christ, shout his name from the rooftop. I don't fear death, I am dead. Tupac. I serve the Godfather, no Al Pacino, but he like it hot or cold. Frappuccino.